Hi, welcome to this presentation about the master's programs in gender history at the University of Glasgow. We have two master's programs in gender history. One is our MSc Gender History, our in-person program here at the university, and the other is our MSc in Global Gender History by Distance Learning, which is our fully online program. But both programs are in fact very well integrated with each other, and so I'm going to speak about them both in this presentation. So just to introduce myself to start, my name is Sam Rutherford. I'm lecturer in LGBTQ plus history and the history of sexuality at Glasgow. My research focuses on the history of sexuality and gender in modern Britain and on the categories that people have used to sort of organize and regulate sexuality and gender. In the master's program, I teach courses in queer and trans histories, including an optional course called Approaches to Queer and Trans Histories that you would have the opportunity to study on the program. So just to say a bit about the structure of the program, so this is a 12-month master's program, and it includes dedicated core courses in gender history. So students on both programs take the core course Gender, Politics, and Power, both on the online and the in-person program in semester one, and that's offered as a hybrid course, so you're sort of fully integrated as a cohort. And in semester two, in-person students take a course called Gender, Culture, Text, and online students take a course called Gender History Applied, which is a fully online course tailored to the online program, where you have the opportunity to think about gender history in practice beyond the academy. So, for example, in contexts like museums and on television and in public. You also have the opportunity to choose from a wide range of optional courses covering every part of the globe and every period from the Middle Ages to the present. And these are taught by a wide range of our colleagues, some of whom have specialism in gender history and offer courses specifically in gender history, but you'd also have the opportunity to choose from optional courses in history beyond gender history, including any number of possible topics. And then you end the program by writing a dissertation based on original research of 12 to 15,000 words. And so that's a real opportunity to delve into a topic that's of interest to you and examine something in real depth and have the opportunity to follow your passions there. So there's a lot of distinctive elements of our program. This is the only program in Scotland and one of the few in the UK that's centered on gender history and that really allows you to sort of focus specifically and in depth on gender and get that training and sort of theory and methodologies related specifically to gender history. And we're able to do that because we have here at Glasgow the Center for Gender History, which is the largest concentration of gender historians in the UK. So you'll have the opportunity to draw on a wide range of field expertise from our colleagues who work in this field, and also to benefit from all kinds of sort of visiting researchers and talks and events that are happening because we can sort of draw that expertise to the Center for Gender History here. And another distinctive element of our programs is that we have both this online and this in-person program, and we try to do as much as we can to integrate those cohorts. So while the online students have the opportunity to study flexibly and asynchronously at a pace that works for you, you also have the opportunity to attend events that are offered hybrid. All of our events are offered hybrid, and to feel part of the community here at the university, even if you're studying online. So I spoke a bit about the Center for Gender History, the largest concentration of gender historians in the UK, and we host a program year-round of talks, events, workshops, and research seminars, including lots of events with visiting scholars. We have an annual lecture in global gender history with a prominent visiting historian who will offer a masterclass specifically for grad students as well. And so there's any number of sort of events and opportunities to take part in. And there's a really vibrant postgraduate community as well that links the postgraduate taught students like yourselves with the postgraduate research students who are pursuing PhDs. And there's even beyond the university, there's a really rich environment for gender history in Glasgow. We have close ties with Glasgow's museums and galleries and libraries, including Glasgow Women's Library, which is the only accredited museum in the UK dedicated to women's lives, histories, and achievements. And that's a really fantastic resource here in the city, and sort of offers some opportunities to think about engaging with gender history beyond the university as well. This program put students in a really wonderful position to think about PhD study if that's something that you're interested in. And many of our students do go on to PhDs. But it's also a program that gives you a lot of transferable skills in research, analysis, and oral and written communication. And you can see how that sets students up for success in a wide variety of careers because a number of our alumni have gone on to careers in the heritage sector, in policy and NGOs, or in government and civil service. Um, and are really using those research and writing skills and skills in multitasking, managing projects in a wide variety of careers. Just to give you a couple examples, I sort of pulled out and highlighted some testimonials from recent alumni. And these include students who have gone on to PhD research. So our alumna Sydney speaks about how her MSc research directly informed her PhD proposal and gave her a sense of research direction in her field. But our alumna Ella, who works outside the academy at Historic Environment Scotland, also noticed how her experience managing coursework, managing deadlines, and researching her dissertation prepared her for a work environment where she writes briefs and digests information quickly and presents it for a general audience. So if you'd like to learn more about this program and if you'd like to apply, visit the relevant program website for information about entry and application requirements. So there's a website for the MSc in Gender History, the in-person program, and there's also a website for the MSc in Global Gender History by Distance Learning, the online program. And these have slightly different requirements, so just check to see which apply to you, and you can learn more there about the program structure. And just be aware that if you're applying for the in-person program, the MSc in Gender History, you should submit along with the other application requirements a very short statement of interest in the program. And if you'd like to find out more, you can visit our program web pages, which include lots more than I was able to cover in this short video about what you might be able to study in the program and what wider sort of skills and resources you might be able to gain from the program. You can also follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, where you can learn more about what's going on in the Center for Gender History. And we also have a MOOC, which is a really wonderful foundation. If you'd like to sort of get more of a sense of what you could learn in the program and start developing those skills and that thinking about gender history, you can check that out as well. And feel free to be in touch with me if you have any questions about the program. My email is listed on the website. So thank you for listening and good luck with your further studies.